What's up? Let's talk about this bullshit.
A racially motivated attack in northwest Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, the FBI, they all say a man killed 3 people at a Dollar General, and this person was specifically targeting black people.
I assure you, the FBI will bring every resource we have to bear to bring justice to the families of those innocent lives we lost today.
Multiple manifestos and guns with hate symbols were found in the accused shooter's home. Sheriff T.K. Waters spoke with Governor Ron DeSantis just after 5 today. The governor called the shooting horrific, unacceptable, and cowardly. President Biden has also been briefed on the shooting. We are following this story from multiple angles, from the community's reaction to what investigators know about the accused shooter. First, News 4 Jack's anchor Tarek Miner is anchoring live from the scene that is still active tonight. Tarek? It's got its...
Let's get this straight. This motherfucker does not represent Jacksonville. Let's get that shit straight. Second of all, that racist motherfucker wasn't even from Jacksonville. He was from Orange Park, which, depending on where you live in Jacksonville, is anywhere from 5 minutes to 30, 45 minutes away. Whole different county. Clay County, to be specific, is where he's from. But around 11 o'clock that day, the Clay County Sheriff called his JSO and let him know he was on his way to Jacksonville to do exactly what he did. How the Clay County Sheriff didn't send some units by there to talk to that boy, you know, at least let him know that, hey, bitch, we know what you're gonna do, you know? I mean, would it have stopped something? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But they didn't do it, so we'll never know. And you mean to tell me, depending on how deep in Orange Park he was, that 30, 45-minute drive to where he had to go to damn near downtown Jacksonville to do this, no police seen him, none of that, especially after the Clay County Sheriff called and said something. I think there was a big fuck up on there on both police departments on that. They called him out at like 11. Let's get this timeline right. Clay County called JSO around 11 to let him know. Around 12:30, 12:45, campus security from an all-black college here, Edward Waters, seen him getting dressed up to do this shit. And he ran out of the parking lot and went to the dollar store, which is right down the street. At like 1:03 was when the first shots had been, first phone call, 911, or shots had been reported, or the shot spotter thing, I don't fucking know. But around that time was the first shots. Got an older woman in the motherfucking parking lot, sitting in her car. Shot her up 11 times. Walked in there and shot the cashier, which had just graduated high school. And apparently the last victim, which I couldn't find a picture of, The cashier and the woman who was killed in the car is the thumbnail picture. Angela Carr, Arnold Legreri Jr., and Gerald Gallion are the victims. Angela Carr and Gerald Gallion are on the thumbnail. I couldn't find a picture of the other dude. But one of them victims had came in towards the end, and he was shot down as soon as he walked in the store or whatever. And apparently he had his girlfriend, baby mama, fiance, whatever she was, with him. And this fucking sick asshole, racist motherfucker chased her around the store, shooting at her. Thank God she didn't get hit though. But I be seeing all these people on TikTok and shit talking about, oh, this is why Ron DeSantis shouldn't have made it the open carry here in Florida and blah, blah, blah. Y'all some ignorant motherfuckers. Don't y'all know criminals do not give a fuck about laws? Hence the word criminals, you ignorant motherfucking people. Only thing gun control does is affect the law-abiding fucking citizens, you retards. I don't know how hard that is to understand that. Criminals do not give a fuck about the law. That's why they are criminals. So let's violate the rights of law-abiding citizens because we have a small percentage of fucking sick individuals that do things like this, that make the whole city look bad. That motherfucker is not a representation of Duval County, by no means. Race relations are not that bad in Duval County, by no means. I don't give a fuck what the news tries to tell you. Race relations are not that bad here. We are so integrated with each other and mixed up, man. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. You got white people living in the hood, and you got black people living in the burbs. We all living together down here. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a couple spots in Jacksonville where you got to have big money to live there, and there's majority white folks that live there in some of these neighborhoods. But for the most part, man, that racist shit ain't like that down here. Don't let these politicians blow smoke up your ass and try to convince you of that, because it ain't true. This motherfucker was an outlier that did this shit. This does not happen. I've been living here over 30 years, born and raised here. And something like this has only happened twice, and it happened recently. And the first time, it wasn't even a racially motivated thing. It was just somebody at some gaming tournament downtown got in his feelings, or whatever the case was, acted like a woman and decided to shoot the gaming thing up. And I can't remember if anybody died on that one. I don't think so. But it did hit a few people. But other than that, man, this type of shit does not happen here. Don't let the media manipulate you, man, and get you in your feelings. Try to convince you that that's what Jacksonville is about. I can promise you that's so wrong. So motherfucking wrong. We do need to remember them victims though, man. Angela Carr, Gerald Gallion. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing this name wrong. Arnold Laguerre Jr. are the victims of this senseless bullshit. I honestly never would have thought that something like that would happen here. It makes us all look bad whether you live here or not. We all are part of the human race. We all part of this country called America. And this is not a good look for us at all, man. I don't understand how somebody can have so much hate in their heart that they could go do something like this just because of the color of somebody's skin. I mean, the dude had sort of like that one shooter, I think it was in like Switzerland or something like that. It had swastikas all over his guns and shit like that. He got a manifesto too that they ain't released yet. Right before he killed himself in the dollar store, he called his parents and told his parents to break in his room and look at his computer. And apparently there was a suicide note and this little bullshit ass manifesto. I ain't even saying his name because fuck him. The victims are who are important, not him. And that's a lot of the problem, I think, whenever these type of things happen, is the media gives the suspect all the motherfucking attention. And stokes the flames of this bullshit to try to get some more violent shit to happen. When in reality, man, we need to really realize that there's a very small percentage of people who are actually racist like that and who hate like that. The vast majority of society does not care about race. You can't convince me otherwise. At least not here. You can't convince me that. I don't give a fuck what the media tries to tell you. I don't give a fuck what that idiot president tries to tell you. I don't give a fuck what Ron DeSantis stupid ass tries to tell you. Or the idiot mayor we have here, or any of them fucking politicians that try to play on your emotions to get laws that they want passed that doesn't benefit us. Benefits them, not us. Really got a critical think, man. Step back and analyze everything before you operate off of emotions. Because that's why we got a lot of people up in prison right now making a split-second decision based off emotion, and it's costing them the rest of their lives. So it's just a little update, man. But do the critical thinking. Don't let the media manipulate you. Let me know what y'all think.